Morning guys, this is Kent here at Kent Sharing Blessed Farm. I'm going to come with you today and tell you a little bit about the butterbell or the butter crock. Alright guys, we're back today talking about the butterbell. It originated in France. Some people say it's Villers, France. Some say Brittany or Normandy, France is where it originated. But it goes back to the 19th century when they had the potteries there that made a lot of pottery, and they came up with this concept, which is the French butter dish, or the butter crock, or the French butter crock, or as we call it now, it's actually the butter bell. All right, but it was originated in France. And the way it is, it comes in two parts. You've got the pottery crock itself, and then you have the bell portion. Okay, the bell portion, which holds the butter, the softened butter, and the actual crock portion at the bottom holds the 1/4 cup of cool water. And basically, I'll show you how to do it later. I have a design you can look at to see how it actually works. But actually, it can keep the butter up to a month out of refrigeration. Okay, as long as it keeps it around the 80 degrees, because it keeps an airtight seal around the butter with the water. Okay, and I'll show you the design and how it works here in a moment. All right, but you want your butter to soften. It'll hold a stick of butter, 1/4 cup. You soften it, and then you put it into the top portion of the butter crock. And here's the top portion. All right, this is the top portion. It looks like a bell, and the butter is down in there. All right, and it also sits on the table like such to serve your butter out of. And then you have the crock portion, which is this, and look down inside, and you can see the water. Well, when you turn the butter bell upside down and you put it into the crock full of water, it comes up halfway into the crock and seals off the bell, so the butter is airtight and sealed. All right, and it'll keep, like I said, in the cool water, 75 to 80 degrees for up to a month. But we use it pretty fast around our farm, so it doesn't last too long around here. I love butter. I think you saw that in the video that I'll link up here, or in the instruction with my wife giving an instruction video on how to make homemade butter. It doesn't last long around our house. All right, but basically is you soften the butter and you fill the butter bell. All right, you scrape the center into like a concave hollow area. All right, the crock holds just under, like I said, 1 stick of butter. All right, you always fill it with softened butter. Don't melt the butter, because then it'll run right out. All right, it'll drop into the water and kind of defeat the whole purpose. And you fill the crock up with 1/4 cup of cool water. And here in Northeast Texas, when it gets really hot, we'll put a piece of ice in there and cool the water down, and then put the butter bell back into the cold water. And you put the water, like I said, into the crock portion, and you flip the bell upside down. All right, so it really keeps the seal of the oxygen, so it doesn't get to the butter and spoil your butter. All right, we change our water about every 3 to 4 days to keep it nice and cold and cool. All right, but like I said, we use a lot of butter around here, and you can store it on your counter, on your dinner table. We put ours actually on the dinner table, and we leave it there. As long as it's not in direct heat or direct sunlight. You don't want it to be around your stove or anything hot, because that'll get the water in the crock hotter, and then the butter will spoil. All right, and you don't want it to melt and then go down to your water. All right, and it's perfect. You know, you can leave your butter out on the counter and have butter melt, or soft butter, and you don't have to use that nasty margarine that's just a bunch of oil. All right, you can actually use real butter that you've made and leave it out on the counter so everybody can use it whenever they need to or want to. And it's not in the refrigerator getting all hard. So there you go again, just a quick little tip. These are really neat little deals. You can find them all over the internet. Ours is called the actual butter bell. Some of these are really expensive. They're really pretty. Some are really plain, and some are a lot more elaborate than this. But they're a really great deal. They work really well, especially if you use a lot of butter and you like your butter to be soft when you can spread it. Right? There's a quick little tip here. Kent share here on Blessed Farm. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching. You can see us here on Facebook and Instagram. Thanks for subscribing, and love y'all. Y'all live well, and of course, God bless. See y'all soon.